Well, good morning, y'all. I wanted to show you a little thing I fixed today, and what it is, this is a dryer timer, clothes dryer timer, and I did some troubleshooting on this old clothes dryer, and it wasn't working. I finally figured out the timer is the problem, and I'll show you in a second how I come to that conclusion. So you see it, I just click, click, click. It's kind of sounded okay, but let's take it apart and I'll show you what I found. Then I looked it up and said the new timer is like 60 bucks. And I thought, well, maybe I can fix it instead of spending $60 for another timer. So just 2 screws. All right. Take the screws out. Pull the knob off. Let's lift this up like that so nothing flies out. So first of all, I got to looking at it and I said, okay, what kind of parts we got here? So I kind of see how it works. You rotate it. And you see how the points open and close. They do their thing. So okay, that's cool. And I looked at the other side and I noticed the one set of points wasn't doing nothing. See this one over here? Where's my little pointer? I was noticing this one never made contact. So I said, all right, looks like a little closer. Then I got to noticing that little plastic cam at the bottom, the white one, it really wasn't turning like the other cams. So now we're getting somewhere. So let's turn this in a position where I can kind of get it apart. There we go. You see, my cam's laying there in the bottom, not doing its job. So I got to looking closely. So how do these work? Well, you rotate it in the right spot. There it is. See, that's got that little ear. That's what kind of locks them in place. So let's get the other cam out and put it in its location where it's supposed to be. Where we at? There it is. Get it in focus. So that's where it's supposed to be sitting. And there was a little piece. Now where did it go? Okay, here it is. A little piece of plastic. I found that down inside the box. So that was piece of plastic was sitting here, just like the little brown one behind it, blocking this cam in place. So I got to thinking, well, that's a shame to spend 60 bucks just because that little plastic ear broke off. I got to thinking, well, what could I do to fix this without spending any money? So I reached around and I found this old Amazon gift card, hard plastic. That took me a pair of scissors and snapped me about a 1/4 inch square out of it. And so I took that and just dropped it in just like that. Get my eyeballs to focus here. I'm trying to look through the camera and it's not working out so good. Hang on a second. Okay, now I got it in position. So I just put it in position and push that in like that. Now it is locked in place. Didn't cost me a thing. I showed this to an appliance buddy of mine who does appliance repair actually for a living, and he said that was a cool idea. What he has done in the past is just mixed up some JB Weld and poured in there and let it dry to lock it in place. But you know, there's always different ways to do different things. But I kind of like that fix. It's kind of quick and easy. Didn't cost a thing. Let's put it back together here and give it a test. Okay, so now what's your set of points? Come around. Oops. See, now they're working where before they weren't. Get that last cam. It's kind of hard to move. Find the right spot. Okay, I turned some light on a little bit better. So now you can see that that last set of points are now working. Well, they're doing their job. So now all I gotta do is put it back together and we will have a fixed working dryer, all for the cost of an old gift card. So now I'll show you how I came to this conclusion that this part was bad. All right, because you can see it's a kind of a rough looking dryer. A lady, she said an appliance guy looked at her, told her it'd be $150 to fix, wasn't worth fixing, so she gave it to me. So now I've got it fixed didn't cost nothing. But anyway, when I first got it, started troubleshooting it, because I knew from the past experiences these little thermal fuses are bad, about going bad. And so you just unplug them, get a volt-ohm meter, measure for continuity, and it tested good. So on to the next part. So that's check good. Then I went around, check the door switch. Same way, unplug it, push the switch. It was good. It was doing its thing. We got your start switch up here. Same scenario. Unplug the wires, put a continuity tester on there, push a button. It was good. I was running out of stuff to test. So the last thing I did, I got down to the little motor, and let me take this connector off. So I quickly got down to the motor. I took me just an old extension cord that the cord was cut off, and momentarily applied power to the blue wire and this wire here. I think it's 4 and 5, and the motor jumped and spun. So I knew I had a good working motor. So the only thing was left was the timer. So that's what I've done and got that fixed. So now I just got to put this poor thing all back together, and we'll have a working dryer. Alright, you see how rough this dryer is? It's got rust and stuff on it. We're going to see if we can't spruce it up a little bit. Make it look like something. At least make it look like $100 anyway. Well, there you go. It's alive. And I painted it. The top was really rough shape. I sanded it down, threw some paint on it. And got that looking a whole lot better. Let's see what our temperature is. $135 because I just kicked it on. Turn the noisy thing off. But there you go. Remember, the lady gave that to me. It didn't cost anything, and I got it fixed for all of the cost of a piece of plastic. So next time your dryer acts up, take it apart. If you find the timer is the problem, just fix it yourself and save you some money. There you go. Thanks for watching. Have a blessed day. See you. Bye.